What's going on, guys? Today I will be showing you guys a way that you, yes you, can solo Warbringer with ODM even after the Thunder Spears got nerfed, as well as all the requirements needed to do so. Disclaimer, I did not invent this strategy. I learned it through people in the Aotr Discord server, and I thought I would share it so more people could obtain Warbringer. First things first, the only things that you need for the Warbringer setup is a good clan such as Ackerman or Helos. For the damage buffs, one of the most important parts for Warbringer is your artifacts with good ODM damage. Last but not least, you will need to take these roots in your skill tree: regen, damage, and health. Extra requirement: make sure to be able to do at least 150k base ODM damage, and remember that perks, memories, and skills don't apply to Warbringer. Turn on Nape Assist if you haven't already. It will help a lot. For the raids, there are the Attack Titan raid, the Armored Titan raid, and the Female Titan raid. Wait, before you pick anything other than the Female Titan raid, I'll explain why you should not. The Attack raid would be pretty easy to solo, but the first phase is extremely hard to beat, seeing as there are 3 sides from which the Titans come from, and you have to simultaneously protect Eren and kill the 40 Titans. Impossible unless you play like Pukamash. With ODM, only the phase where you would fight Eren would be possible. With Thunder Spears, it would be the opposite. You might be able to solo the first phase, but for the second phase, you would either run out of Thunder Spears or not do anywhere near the damage that would be needed, especially after the nerf. The Armored raid might be, in my opinion, the one raid that is probably impossible to solo because of its first phase. Even with Thunder Spears and a cloak artifact that is supposed to attract the Titans, they will still be locked on the boats that you are supposed to protect. And even worse, the Armored Titan is among the regular Titan, wreaking havoc. The Female Titan raid is the one that you can solo due to only having bosses, nothing to protect, and no normal Titans in your way. With a good ODM build, it is your best shot at obtaining the Warbringer achievement. Keep in mind that with maxed out Thunder Spears, you will probably at most only get to the second phase, so only do ODM. Now for my build. In my previous video where I showed an uncut Warbringer run that led to this video being made, I only put the first 8 modifiers. This led to a few people doubting my Warbringer run. Even Evo, a developer, has said that Warbringer only requires the first 8 modifiers. Now for the raid itself. As soon as you begin the raid, you will be sent through a cutscene with commands popping up. There will be an optional skip button. Do not click it, because you will lose health, and it would be a bad start to your potential 30-minute raid. But you do have regen, so you could just wait it out, but it will take a few. Things you need to know for the first phase. Attack the Female Titan's nape diagonally, which will allow you to strike the nape while avoiding grabs or kicks. After the strike, rapidly turn to face the Titan you have just slashed, and quickly double tap S. You will be using this method for most of the raid, so get used to it. The Female Titan has one move that's practically undodgeable. It's her yell. Unlike Eren, her scream occurs instantly, so you might take damage. But remember, you have health regeneration. Losing health is fine, but avoid any injuries that could mess up your damage output or your run. When your ODM gas and blades almost run out, go past the first station onto the wall, and there will be a safer refill station, so that you can get more hits in before each refill. For this first stage, avoid getting grabbed. Each grab stacks up additional inputs for the next grab, and you'll need as few inputs as possible for the second phase. When you get to the wall and use a refill, the Female Titan will be waiting and facing the wall. As soon as you jump off the wall to try to repeat the attack process, she will instantly yell and destroy most nearby buildings, giving you more space to repeat the process. The last thing you got to worry about for the first phase is that after she yells, there is a high chance that she starts running at you, and her moves temporarily get faster. All you need to know is that when she runs twice, hold out on attacking, and she will immediately return to normal after. Repeat the process until you reach the second phase.
Now that you have reached the second phase, here's all you'll need to know.
First things first. Once you have defeated the female Titan, you'll be put in a cutscene. Unlike the first phase, you can skip the second cinematic without losing health. Once you spawn in, immediately return to the wall you were previously on. If you had a solid first phase, you should be starting the second phase with at least 7 or 6 refills remaining. Any less would be risky. For the second phase, the strategy you will use is similar to the first phase, except instead of attacking diagonally, attack vertically. As soon as you slice the nape, double tap S while looking down to go back to your initial position in the air, and repeat the process until you have defeated the attack Titan. Be aware that, unlike the female Titan, the attack Titan loads up most of its moves, making it easier not to take damage. It has a stomp, an uppercut, a heavy punch, and a grab. Be extra wary of the grabs and hardening. A hardened attack Titan does more damage than its base form and could kill you, so be cautious. Also, make sure that while attacking the nape, don't go too far past the head of the attack Titan to avoid getting caught. This is the phase that takes the longest amount of time, since you have to be cautious of every strike. Going into the last phase, there will also be another cinematic. This one is also safe to skip. Like the other phases, immediately return to the wall with the refill station. You want to start this phase with at least 2 refills remaining. I usually try to keep 3 for the last phase, just in case anything goes wrong. If you have lost health, take a moment to regenerate on the wall. You have all the time in the world. Remember that the female Titan is almost identical to its first phase, so repeat the diagonal nape attack process until you have defeated her. Here's a list of things to be aware of for the female Titan's last phase. After repeating the process for a while, you should finally get your hands on the Warbringer achievement. Warbringer usually takes 30 to 40 minutes to complete using this strategy. I already have Warbringer, but for you, it should pop up at the top of your screen after completion. Anyway, that's it for the Warbringer guide/tutorial. If you found this video helpful, leave a like and subscribe, and check out my last video to see my uncut Warbringer run.